I was going back and forth with them in email. They were telling me one measurement, but then the measurement I had was different.
Yes.
Girl. Good morning, you guys. It's super early. I literally got up and just got started working on some stuff on my computer, so that is why I'm looking this way. This is just a super behind the scenes. I really want to show you guys stuff. Like, I do a lot of things in the morning when I get up, and I figured it would be fun to show you. So right now I'm actually going through my planner file. I'm going to show you that. I designed it in InDesign, and I'm working on the ending pages of the planner. So I'm planning on having a couple of like additional pages that people will be able to actually go onto an actual web page and download more. So one example of that is like a launch strategy. So, you know, if for some reason you have a new product coming out or a new collection or something, there's going to be some pages. You'll have an example in the planner that you can use. It's going to be perforated. You'll be able to pull it out. And then what you'll actually be able to do is go to this web page, and then you can download and print out not only that one, but there's going to be more. Like, the library is going to be growing. I think to start, I'm probably just going to have like 2 or 3 things on there to begin with. All right, so the camera cut me off. But one of my favorite apps on Shopify is Shogun. It's kind of like a drag and drop builder where you can create pages and stuff. If you've ever been on my website before, you may have seen like my Live Love Inspire box page or something. This is what I use for those kind of pages. It just gives you more ability to do things without having to use code or anything like that, to get the look you're going for something. So one of the things I'm going to have is the page I was talking about where they'll be able to come and get the downloads for the planner, and it'll be free, of course, but I wanted to get the page started because what I'm going to do is actually create a unique link. So I actually have a different website as well. It's called inspire.thestationarymuse.com, and basically this is the back end of that. So what I do on this, a lot of times I do have a couple pages on here that I use, but one of the things I use is this. This is a WordPress site, by the way. One of the things that I use is Pretty Links, and Pretty Links, I'm just trying to move this out of the way, y'all. This allows for me to create some unique links, and it'll be inspired.thestationarymuse.com/whatever it is, because with Shopify, a lot of times it's just a little bit longer. It'll be like thestationarymuse.com/pages/ So instead, I like to come over here, and I know that might be a little bit extra, but it is what it is. So I'm going to just publish this page. If you guys are probably like, what is she talking about? Long story short, I'm creating a page on my Shopify site for them to download the freebie things to add to their planner, like the launch strategy page, for example. And then what I'm doing is creating just kind of like a link that's a little bit shorter and nicer looking, that I can add, because I'm going to actually put this link in the planner, and I'll show you what that looks like in 1 second. I added that link in, and I was thinking like, oh, should I not show this? But I mean, it's really going to benefit people that have the planner, but I mean, I guess anyone will be able to see it. So I just finished that little thing, adding that in there, so we're all good. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to actually go through this planner and make sure that nothing needs to be changed, because I'm getting ready to send this file to the printer, and he's going to be printing quite a few of them. So I want to make sure that everything is good within this first batch before I send it off. So I'm going through dates and all of that stuff. But y'all, look how many pages this thing is. It's pretty chunky, and mainly because the weekly pages, there's actually, as you guys can possibly see, I'm going to do more of a flip through so that it makes more sense. But every single week has 4 pages. So you get this page over here with the dates, and then over here you have more of a breakout where you can do your own little to-do lists, finance stuff, needs improvement, weekly wins, and then social media. Then down here you have these other additional to-do lists, because this planner could also be used for personal things as well if you want it, or you just may have a really busy week with your business. You have another place for lists. Weekly stones, which I'm going to do a whole video on what those are, but they're basically things you're going to really be focusing on and growing either over the course of a month or a week. So I'll talk about those. I'm going to darken this up because these are a little bit not dark enough. I think I'm going to take it to 80 and see how that looks. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through it and make sure everything looks good. Of course, make sure that the calendar dates are accurate and everything. Like right here, this is clearly a mistake here. This needs to be moved over. Yeah, so stuff like that. I think a lot of times when you are designing things yourself, this is even with just like writing and stuff, I think that it's so easy to miss mistakes, typos, and things like that. So Adobe InDesign and really all of the all of the Adobe programs have this feature, but you can do spell check on there. So I'm going to run a spell check. I'm going to literally compare it up to a calendar next to it to make sure everything's good. And just like I moved that one thing over, make sure that something didn't get moved around when I was designing and then I forgot to go back and all of that stuff, because once it gets sent to the printer and they get started and I pay that 50% deposit, there's really no way to get that fixed after, because it's going to be printed. So I want to make sure that we're all good to go with that. But that's pretty much it, you guys, for right now. Okay, I had to record another milestone moment along this planner journey that I am on. Emily, you want to come say hi? We just got done doing her hair. It's her birthday is in a few days. We're going to be a big girl. She's going to be 2 years old, you guys. I just can't even believe it. I cannot believe it. But as you guys know, I'm making the planner by hand, and with that comes all of the different materials and things needed. And so I found this company online that basically provides be careful please, that provides the book board that I will be using to actually do my planners with, the hardcover planner. Because originally I was getting like some packs from Amazon. I'll actually show you guys the packs from Amazon. And so it's this really big, huge piece. Oh my God. But because of like the little corners and stuff that go on there, the little silver corners that I'm putting on there to protect the ends, you have to be careful with which size this is, because it's just kind of like if you don't get the right one, then the corners aren't going to fit, just all these different things. So what I figured I would do is have them actually send me what all they have available, and then that way I can decide what size is going to work for me, because I was going back and forth with them in email. They were telling me one measurement, but then the measurement I had was different. Girl. You guys excuse her little crush. She's just got done eating some snacks. You gotta, well, at least for her, she needs snacks while she's getting her hair done. Who is that? Is that Emery? It's Emery. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna see what the right size is in comparison to this, but I'm excited because stuff is coming together. I actually need to follow up with the printer because he told me that my stuff was gonna be ready on Monday. Today is Thursday now, so I'm just kind of like, where my stuff at? So I'm gonna call and follow up. I'm like ready to pay the money for this stuff so I can get out of my bank account. I don't know if anyone ever kind of feels like that, where it's just like, let me get rid of this before I do something and they don't have it. But yeah, I think I may have found my match for these. I'm really glad I did this because I was just getting so confused, and I'm happy that they had this little sample.
It's happy.
Yeah, they had a sample. Can you say sample? Sample.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with all this little bookbinding stuff. Definitely a craft that not everybody is trying to do because it does require a lot of work. But in one of the future videos in this series, you will see me put one together. So that'll be exciting. I'm really excited with how everything is coming together though. So I'm going to be able to reach out to these people. And the one thing I love about this, which is the main reason I did this, is because they actually offer cutting for you. So I don't have to cut this big board down. I know she's just distracted. Y'all probably ain't paying me no attention. I don't want to cut this big board down, so it'll just save me one more step because they're going to actually cut it for me. So when I I don't know what I was saying before it cut off, but basically, you're distracting me. We're not saying bye yet. Well, maybe we are saying bye to this clip. I don't even know what I was getting ready to say. But, oh yeah, they're gonna cut it down for me to the size of the cover, which will be such a time saver. Anytime you decide to do anything handmade yourself, try to see where you can have someone help you, even like with the printer, so I don't have to print and cut my pages. I don't have to print the hardcover. This is an interesting clip. I don't have to print the hardcover. I don't really have to do a lot in that aspect, but I just have to put them together, bind them, obviously, print off the covers because those are going to be custom and different and stuff. But every little bit helps, unless you have the right equipment and things that are going to help you speed it up. But like, for example, I just have that little cutter that I pull down. That's just a lot. So things like that is where I want to help myself as much as I can. Apparently my name is Kelsey, y'all, and I'm here for New Day Youth Services picking up my planner. That's what the invoice says. I'm picking up my planner prints, so we'll see what happens with this. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh, so I am coming off of the high of my launch of my shop reopening and everything, and it has been so just cool to watch everything unfold with that. And so I'm so grateful if you're watching this and you supported, whether you shopped with me, you shared something you liked, you commented or anything. I just feel so full, and I'm just so excited and happy that what I'm creating is something that people love. That always feels really good, and I'm just so grateful beyond, I mean, it went so well. And so it's just crazy to have to like now shift gears so quickly back to the planner, but it's all just so, that's how I set it up, you know, to just kind of be back to back. So now I'm completely shifting gears, and I'm working on the mini launch strategy for the planner. I'm not really doing anything super crazy, but the first thing I need to do to kind of kick it off, I realized I've been wanting to put a sticker sheet in the planner and I never made it. So I'm going to kind of play off of the sticker sheet that I have for my Live, Love, Inspire notebook for the design as far as like the color palette, but it's going to be pretty different. It's just going to be one sticker sheet in the front of it, and it'll just give people kind of like a sampling of some different things they can get in the shop. Ooh, it's a gnat. Some different things in the shop that they can get for the planner as far as like stickers are concerned. So I'm working on that, and you guys are actually going to see in this behind the scenes vlog, I'm going to be putting a planner together. So I'm going to have my husband cut it for me. So this is a book for it. I'm actually going to be ordering my custom cuts of these really, really soon. I'm going to order probably like maybe 30 of them. Well, I guess technically that would be 60 because I need 2 per planner. So I'm going to be ordering that, but I still had a couple sheets myself from when I was just making it myself. And so my goal is to make one with the actual prints, because you guys, I haven't shown you. I still need to bring the other box in here. I have 2 boxes. I picked up the prints the other day. I'm sure you guys have saw the clips, and I don't know how I'm putting all this stuff together, so that's why I'm like, I'm sure you've seen it. But what I'm doing is I'm going to actually make a planner now with the printed pages that I picked up from the printer. So this thing is about to be put together today, and I'm excited because like the quality is so much better. So like here at home when I print it on my laser printer, it's cool and all, but like just how nice and dark everything looks, like it's super easy to read and see, and it's really going to be nice and easy to photograph, which is my favorite part about it, because a lot of times when I'm photographing stuff that I print myself on my printer here, I do that grayscale, but sometimes it just comes up so light, and like the more that I add exposure or brightness or just take the shadows away from my editing for my photos, it gets harder to see the stuff. So There should be no issues with this at all. Like, it just looks so good, you guys. Live life to the fullest, love myself hard, inspire others. That is the motto. It's so good. So I'm doing a full, you probably will have already seen the full flip through video by the time this is going up, so you've already seen all of this, but I'm just so impressed with how good it turned out. So I'm really excited to put this thing together. All right, so I'm actually, oh my God, there's like gnats everywhere, you guys. It's so annoying. So I'm actually gonna show you guys the sticker sheet. This is in the making. I'm trying to figure out what all I want to put on there. I want it to be a good sampling of different things you can get in the shop, because I'm gonna have script stickers and stuff that are really specific to the planner and things like that. So I want to make sure that there's like a variety of stuff on the sheet, and then I'm gonna put the whole thing together. So okay, so this is what I'm working with so far. I thought it might be kind of cute to put the bun girl on one of the big there's like a big rectangle on the weekly pages, so I thought that would be cute, but then I wanted to add some smaller versions of her, so I'm pulling it from my Bun Girl Expression sticker sheet. And so what I was thinking, because I don't really have black on here, I don't want to have these to be black, so I'm going to show you guys. This is like a little thing that you can always do with any image, really, is that trace panel up here, and then you just select trace, select what you want to do, and then I always bump the threshold up to 100, and then it makes it in yellow, and then I'm gonna hit trace, and so now it's selecting everything, and what ends up happening is you can remove the red, and then now you can have it, and you can make it whatever color you want. So if I change her color now, I mean, like, I'm not gonna do this, but I could change the color of her to be let's see, like I could do this if I wanted to do it, and I could turn off that. So now you guys see, you can make it whatever color you want. Isn't that cool? And you can do that right in silhouette. Now I could have did them individually, but I want them all to be the same color. So this is actually kind of fun. I might leave it like this. I don't know yet. You guys will see the final sheet, but I just wanted to show you that. But this is how it's looking. I think I'm going to remove this and put something else. But yeah, I want to have a good sampling of stuff. I got to put my hexagons on there somewhere. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this up. All right, so someone's up now from their nap. Emery, look, can you say hi?
It's a car. Look, hi, it's a real car.
Yeah, that's your car.
It's a car.
The sticker sheet is finished, you guys. I'm getting ready to print it off. But it's looking so good. So let me print it off and I'll show you guys. I'm gonna cut it and I'm getting ready to put this planner together. It's feeling real because this is gonna be the first one I'm putting together. That's a 2021 version with the final prints from the printer, with the sticker sheet, and it's just, I'm really excited for this. Like, are you excited? Are you excited?
He's like the little Minnie without the mint.
Well, where is Minnie? I don't know what you did with her.
You want to be the Minnie?
She's looking for her other Minnie. She has two here, but there's a third one. We don't know where she went. Okay, so I started filming this clip and Emery was acting her normal toddler self where she wanted to get upset as soon as I hit the play button, or the record button. But y'all, it just did it. I decided to go with the glossy vinyl paper that I had just to try something different. I never do glossy. I never do glossy usually with like my normal sticker kits. I usually do matte. So this is something kind of fun and different to try out. It looks really good. I'm excited. Look at it. All right, so let's put together the planner. I need to figure out what cover I want to do because basically the planner that I'm making right now, this is going to be the one that I'm going to be using for this week coming up to share the planner. Obviously, by the time you guys are seeing this behind the scenes video, you'll have already seen the pictures and the flip throughs and all of that stuff, but that's basically what I'm going to be making. Another thing I probably should make sure that it is the same size as the paper. Okay, it's the same size as the paper. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, it feels a little surreal that I have a planner and then I'm getting ready to put this together. The first time I put it together, I got pretty emotional. I didn't like fully cry, but it was just like the whole time I was putting it together, I was like just jittery and anxious, and I just couldn't believe that I was actually making this thing happen. And then today, as I'm like finishing up the sticker sheet, I'm like, okay, this is really like, I'm on the last couple of steps until this thing is final, and I'm getting ready to be filming the flip through video. So I'm just like, I can't believe that this is happening. I'm so excited, but nervous to put it out there, and just, this is definitely one of my fears for sure, you guys. So you are witnessing me go through this and really step out on faith, because this is a big deal. This is something I have always dreamed of doing, and here I am finally doing it, and I'm freaking the heck out. So just know that if I ever come off like I don't get nervous about anything, I'm super nervous about this planner, and I just want it to go well. I just want it to be loved, and I have so many things that come along with it that you guys again will have heard about, but it's just like, it's mind-blowing to me that this is what I'm doing right now.